Hey Pyle, and welcome to your reading. You chose the Jade Frog and the Ace of Swords for your general energy check-in. This is going to be a short reading, but sweet nonetheless. Alright. Seems like that card wants to be known. And actually, that's more than I meant to pull, but let's go for it. So, you have Judgment in your shadow in reverse. The Judgment in reverse is giving me that you're not entirely ready for an awakening. Like it's a rude awakening. It's not like you're rejoicing at the renewal. It's in the back of your mind and your shadow. You don't really want to address this awakening that you are going through. You have the Eight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse. You have the Seven of Wands. The Four of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so that's kind of a redeeming feature of this reading so far. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that's also good. Let's see. I also would like to pull one of these activation. Ooh, maybe two. You got 4, 4, 4. Interesting. So you got Universal Love and Heart Chakra. Heart Chakra reads, the frequency of the heart chakra, the green flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and the body. And Universal Love reads, the frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Okay, so 4 is also a number of stability. Let me contemplate your cards for just a moment, pile 1, and I will be right back. Well, I have been thinking, pile 1, your message is that you're not feeling too friendly towards someone in your life, and like you're clear on the fact that like you're not a victim to your circumstance. I think you know that anything that's annoying you in your life, you need to reevaluate and question whether or not you're being privileged or entitled in your behavior. And that might be hard to hear for some, but 4s aren't necessarily comfortable. 4, I think it's China or maybe even Asia at large, but specifically China. 4 is an unlucky number. And you did get 444. 4. So you got 4 4s, and one of your 4s is reversed. I am definitely getting unlucky energy from this. Like you are clear on getting screwed over somehow. Like this 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands in reverse. I think you're fighting this off. Like you were pulled into a scenario that you're clearly not going to stay in for long. And like maybe what you need to hear is that you don't have to love someone else. You choose to love someone else, right? If we feel like we have no choice but to love, it's not truly love. And we need to be able to differentiate our duty, our obligations, and what we do out of love, right? Like there is like a huge difference between an act of love and an act of duty. And yeah, you are not feeling very happy in your current circumstance. And I think it's clear that once you activate this heart chakra with universal love, this Four of Wands experience will no longer serve you. And you won't even be thinking about it anymore. And that's what you want. I think that's what you want, because the Four of Cups in reverse is knowing what you want. And the Ace of Swords is a clarity. It says intellectual direction, right? You know your direction in life. This Eight of Swords is coming out. It's healing. It's deciding I'm coming out of this strong. And in your shadow, you're worried about the victim, like, status in your mind. Like, you want to erase it. You don't like addressing that you were a victim in this circumstance. Like, you felt like you literally had to fight someone off of you, and you're isolating. You're not really discussing this with anyone. So I'm getting a message that pile number one, what you need to hear right now as a general message from this tarot reading is to channel universal love, because you know that that's what has been blocked through this experience. This Knight of Cups in reverse. This is someone who's emotionally volatile, but not in the Queen of Cups way. They're more like flippant, and they may even be rude, but not in an immature way. In like a tasteful, like, I'm just not interested, right? And I think that this rejection that you're faced with is clearly not worth your time. And like, someone is trying to rile you up, and it has slightly blocked your heart chakra. Like, it has this clear, like, well, I didn't even want you to begin with, this energy of like, well, you can't reject me because I rejected you. This is what I'm getting, that it's clear that you both like weren't compatible, or whoever this is about. With the Knight of Cups, someone had been a little dismissive of you, and you're breaking free from, letting this person in, like, get in under your skin. So what I'm getting at is, when you check into your heart chakra and you open up to universal love, you're not worried about these little anecdotal problems. Like, they don't really seep into your conscious mind as often, right? They can still seep in, like doubt and trust issues can seep in even if your heart chakra is open. But just channeling energy on ensuring that it doesn't close and scar and wound your heart and stress you out is really important, because we only have a finite time here on earth, and like why allow yourself and your spirit be damaged by a rejection that you didn't even really want this person anyway. So that's what I'm getting for your reading. It was kind of love oriented, but it could have been a relationship with a career person, maybe a job. But I am getting love, like heavy love calculations happening here. You might be someone who's into astrology and matching and understanding like relationship dynamics. Yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. I really enjoyed reading for you. Please subscribe and leave a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Toodles. Hey, what's up, pile 2? You chose the 3 of Swords with the tiger's eye. Let's go ahead and jump right into a tarot reading. I pre-shuffled this, so let's just do this until something jumps out for you. Pile number 2. So, pile 2. My initial read is that currently you're pretty sure that you have the power to start very strong in your new environment. You recently went through a heartbreaking experience, and you're not entirely sure how and why, and there's a lot of unknowns, and there's a lot of pain. You had to leave this behind. You don't know all the answers right now, but that doesn't matter to you, because you're embodying this fiery passion of the Emperor to lead your life. And the reason I say that is because in your recent past, you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles following the 6 of Swords, which is the immigration. It's the traveling to a new foreign area card. And having to leave something behind that wasn't so happy. And you didn't leave empty-handed. Like you had some money in the bank, luckily, and when you arrived here, wherever you arrived, you held on to your wealth in a very smart, diligent way that was responsible. And you're embodying this Emperor energy. Your intuition is also very strong at the moment, pile number 2. And I think emotionally you have some work to do. The reason I say that is because in your shadow, the sun in reverse is pretty dark. There's a lot. Maybe you suffer from PTSD, pile number 2. And if so, I'm so sorry. I totally relate to your experience. And so you are powerful in your intuition. You are aware that you have work to do, pile number 2. And this 3 of Pentacles is suggesting that you're going to be showing your strength through an apprenticeship or some public speaking. I'm getting you might be a very resourceful person, someone who is ready to weather the storm, no matter what storm life is bringing you. I think you're a calm person and you want to embody this powerful energy, and you are headed in that way. Don't fear the unknown. The High Priestess can symbolize a secret. And I'm actually getting that there's someone involved. I don't know who's who, but there's a weird dynamic. Like, I don't think you left your old place alone. Like, you either have family members that came with you, or a partner, or a friend group that you were with, and you're building together a communal scenario. And the reason I say that is because the 10 of Pentacles reduces down to the 4, but I think you still have access to the resources that community energy is providing you. And you're aware that you have limited power because of some secrets, some things that are in the unknown. But you're doing the best that you can, and that's really important for your message, because your outcome is the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 with the 3 of Swords. And yeah, the magician, the magician and the High Priestess also make up 3. So if this is maybe embodying you and the Emperor is someone else, that's what I'm kind of getting here, that you are well equipped in your emotional baggage tool house, pile number 2. I think you know how to handle your emotions, you know how to be stoic and like almost like numb, like into a fugue state because of your PTSD or some, like will to live and like will to thrive. Like, you really have that, pile number 2. And I think that even though what you experienced in the past might have been a very dark, heartbreaking, sorrowful past, I think your future is looking very promising. Let's get a couple of these activation oracle messages for you, pile number 2. This will provide just a small little message to confirm anything, potentially, or bring it to light, new patterns. So Divine Masculine, and look at that, I put it right on top of the Emperor, okay. And Alchemy. So 2, 2, and 8. You got 2, 2, 2. Did you get an 8 anywhere else? I don't think so. Okay. So Divine Masculine. Let's turn this light on so you can actually see it. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Interesting. And Alchemy. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. Number 8. So you also have 3 like points in this card. whoever you're with, I'm getting that you are a female, actually, and the person you're with is this emperor, a fire sign male, or he has a dominant fire sign presence in his chart. And if not, if it's the reversal or a gay or queer connection, I'm actually getting it might be a queer connection, and that's why the alchemy card came out. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemist to perform miracles of transmutation. So yeah, I think that you might be a trans person, perhaps, and that's kind of what you were fleeing. I'm getting that you were fleeing persecution from your home country, and like you're headed somewhere that is accepting of your divine energy, you know, like this wisdom, this whatever this masculine means to you. It could be whatever gender, but I think you're queer in some way, and I think you're heartbroken still that you couldn't make life work where you were, but your future is looking pretty bright, and just make sure that you're seeing a therapist for that sun in reverse, because like when things come to light, it can be a very painful process. So just remember in that process that it's always darkest before the dawn, and the sun will rise. Your light will shine again. You don't have to always be on, you know, keep chugging along until you need a break, and you give yourself that, because that's what responsible adults do. We manage our expectations responsibly and manage our energy responsibly. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope this was a helpful reading. Please leave a comment down below and subscribe. I love to hear your feedback, any and all, positive, negative, whatever. I'm very open to any and all suggestions. So stay blessed. Pile number 2, best of luck. Cheers. Hey, what's up? Pile number 3 chose the Tangerine Quartz with the 6 of Wands, which is a victory. You are either looking toward being victorious, or you were recently victorious. Pile number 3. Let's do one more shuffle. What does pile number 3 need to hear right now? The Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. And the Chariot in reverse wanted to peek out here. So that's interesting because you got the victory. But that's the Chariot in reverse. Okay, I think I understand. Let's do yours a little different than I did the others. I'm going to do the outcome first. So, the Ace of Cups and your outcome. The 9 of Cups in reverse. Now I'm working backwards. Page of Swords in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Justice. Ten of Cups, Knight of Wands, and the Empress. Interesting. Okay. Pile number 3. I think you are someone who is dealing with a breakup of like legal matters, and it can be a romantic relationship or business. And I say that because I'm not getting like romantic energy from this reading. I'm getting like you in the recent past had an awakening to one of your suitors being someone who's actually good for you. And I say that because the Empress is like the embodiment of like the female icon. Okay, so like very attractive, like you have lots of options, like you are what people want to be around, and whether male or female. And the Knight of Wands is generally someone who is a suitor, someone who came into your life, maybe an acquaintance that you feel kind of like, ooh, I want to get to know them a little bit more. Or someone that you had, a little fling with. But it can also be a project. It can be business oriented. So that's why I said that. And I think you felt really good about this connection, and things went well with the Justice being upright. You, underneath the Six of Wands, I mean, I think that you're embodying like, man, things are going really well for me. And you're trying to remain skeptical in your shadow with the Hanged Man and the Chariot in reverse, because you're trying to imagine things not going well, okay? Like you have some anxiety for sure. Pile number 3. And I think that there has been some discontent in your connection. I'm getting that there's 2 people in your near future that will be quarreling, and this is like outside of you, okay? Like this is just 2 people fighting and getting in the way of your Nine of Cups, like fully enjoying your Nine of Cups. Like that you have a new emotional beginning for you, and like these 2 people, or I guess it could be you and someone else, but I'm getting that it's like family or work related for some reason. Like I'm not getting love so much. I'm getting that you're someone who wants to be this Nine of Cups, but in the upright. And these, the Page of Swords in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse, these are 2 people in your future that will not be seeing eye to eye. And that's going to get in the way of that Ace of Cups for you. Let's see what the Oracle has. I'm very curious, pile number 3. What Oracle does pile number 3 need? You need the root chakra, number 1. The frequency of the root chakra. The red flower of life stimulates passion and supports our sense of security on this physical plane, both in our bodies as well in the physical world. And I think this card, was it this one or this one? I'll just take both. So you got Divine Feminine and Gaia, 21 and 28. And the root chakra was number 1. Divine Feminine reads, the frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. Very pretty kaleidoscope there. And Gaia 28 reads, the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our Great Mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Ooh. Okay. Yes, this is definitely family related. I think that you pleased your mother. Like she had a wish for you and you fulfilled her wish, and she feels so proud of you, pile number 3. And if you're not with your mother in the physical realm, she is smiling upon you. You need to know that you're always full of your mother's love. And whether or not your mother is actively in your life, your root chakra is how you feel connected, right? Like the frequency of the root chakra supports our sense of security in the physical plane. And you also have Gaia here. So like this is a very profound, like, honor your sensitive, nurturing side to your personality to resolve this conflict amongst people in your life, and you will make your inner child very happy because you'll be honoring your mother, who could be figuratively Gaia or your actual mother. And you don't have to be divine feminine to embody a divine feminine energy, right? Like you can, what I'm trying to say is you don't have to be a woman to embody a divine feminine energy. So like I think maybe you should like think, how could I be loving and supportive to these people? Like maybe make them food. Like I'm getting that these people are just hangry, and like maybe you should offer them food, or maybe some tea, like make a pot of tea and like sit down and like work it out together and be the mediator. Like offer them this Ace of Cups here. Yeah. That's your message, pile number 3. I hope it was helpful. If it was, please leave a comment in the comment box and subscribe. I really enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being here. Toodles.